What's good, everybody? It's your boy Moski, back with another video. Today's video is a reaction video to The Real Truth on Roman Reigns' injury and The Rock is furious wrestling news. I cannot wait to get into this video, especially I didn't even know The Rock is mad. I wonder what's the reason why that The Rock is furious, so I guess we're gonna find out. And not only that, Roman Reigns' injury, and I think it's more of a, storyline purposes, because I don't think he's really injured, hopefully not, because of what happened at the Royal Rumble where Seth Rollins curve stomped him on the steel steps. So very curious what this wrestling news video is all about, so I cannot wait. But before we get to the video, please make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe, post notifications, get all my videos up to date. Without further ado, let's get straight to this reaction.
What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of the Red Brand, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including CM Punk unhappy with WWE, WWE releases a wrestler, the truth behind Roman Reigns' injury, IShowSpeed wrestling at WrestleMania 41.
What?
The Rock is furious with the WWE leak. Another Royal Rumble spot that was botched. Hulk Hogan says he was booed because of this, and much more. Be sure to
I wonder if he has the same reason of what we're thinking of, or what's the reason why Hulk Hogan is being booed.
Also check out our new videos on WrestleMania XL. Now, as always, we won't recap the show, but just provide you with the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good as number one, Jey Uso's promo.
Yeah, this was very emotional for Jey Uso.
Royal Rumble is certainly confined to the online space, as yet again, Jey remains the most overact on the Raw brand. His reaction was thunderous last night, and Jey would even turn up the emotion to deliver a heartfelt promo that highlighted his quest to become world champion at WrestleMania 41. What's even cool is that Michael Cole told on the Pat McAfee show last night is that Rikishi wasn't told that Jey Uso was going to win, and he was genuinely surprised. He came out in tears and hugged Michael Cole. But Jey would be interrupted by Gunther, and it does look like Jey versus Gunther is the plan for WrestleMania 41. In Gunther's promo, he would smartly state that he wanted John Cena, Roman Reigns, or CM Punk to win the Rumble, and this was clearly a jab at the IWC. Number two.
Yeah, if we're getting Jey Uso cutting that promo, you could tell that was like real emotion. Like, he probably didn't expect that he was going to win, but then when he got the, probably last minute as like, hey, you're going to win, he was probably shocked. So, happy for Jey Uso, and I'm very curious who is he going to choose. But most likely, I feel like I know the answer. But let me know in the comments below who you guys think is going to be choosing.
Sami Zayn versus CM Punk. A Raw was main evented by Sami Zayn versus Punk, and it was, as expected, a fantastic television event. It was wonderful to see Punk wrestle on TV, and hopefully he wrestles more matches during the WrestleMania season. Punk would win the match and now advances to the Elimination Chamber along with John Cena. But it was a post-match angle that had the fans talking. As
this was shocking.
Friend and even took out Zayn with a devastating pile driver. Even after Raw was off the air, WWE officials as well as Punk would attend to Sami Zayn and even stretcher him out of the arena. It now appears that WWE are building towards an Owens versus Zayn showdown, potentially at WrestleMania.
Oh man, if that's the case of what they're trying to build up, because I was like so thrown up. I did not expect to see KO to come back, especially what Cody Rhodes did to him at their match at the Royal Rumble. So very shocking. Didn't expect that. And not only they pile drive his own friend, and I thought they were on good terms because Kevin Owens was like, hey, you helped Roman Reigns out, so now you're gonna help me out. So I think that's the whole reason why KO went after Sami Zayn, because he didn't help him during the match. And cannot wait to see what happens with the whole Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, because we're not going to see Sami Zayn for a few weeks or a couple months, because they're using that move, even though it's still a very dangerous move. They're going to use that as in, like, he's going to take some time off, and then eventually Sami Zayn will come back and seek his revenge on KO. So cannot wait.
But that was a good. What about the bad? There's number one, glitch galore.
Oh yeah, this.
Raw on Netflix has been running without any hiccups. However, last night there were numerous glitches throughout the show.
I thought it was only me when the whole thing with Netflix was glitching out. I guess it wasn't.
Greatly impacted the viewing experience. I mean, at one point the glitches were so bad we thought the Wired 6 was coming back. Number two, Charlotte gets booed.
Oh yeah, Charlotte gets booed loudly too.
Over to the Raw Live crowd, the same could not be said for Charlotte Flair, as she was heavily booed during a promo. This is even
the fans show how they feel about Charlotte winning the Royal Rumble.
The fans were not having any of it. Flair would then have an interaction with Rhea Ripley, teasing another showdown between the two for WrestleMania. However, this didn't exactly improve the fan response. If Flair versus Tiffany Stratton is indeed the plan for WrestleMania, then they may have to pivot and deliver a double turn, as there's no way that fans are going to cheer for Flair over Tiffany Stratton. And the sooner WWE realizes this, the better.
Yeah, freaking when soon as Charlotte came out, you just hear nothing but boos. The fans were not having it. And then when Charlotte was cutting a babyface promo, say like, no matter how many times you guys boo me, I missed you guys and I love you guys. And then the boo get louder. I was like, damn, at this point, they might as well turn her heel because it's not going to work with the babyface gimmick. And you know how a lot of fans feel about how Charlotte always winning and getting an opportunity at a title shot right away. So you already know how the whole community of the wrestling feels about her, so you might as well eventually turn her heel.
And WrestleMania in flux. Now we are officially on the road to WrestleMania, and we're still no closer to finding out what certain names will be doing on the grand stage in April. Seth Rollins cut a promo on Raw where he basically further disputed Roman Reigns, but then he also had a brief brawl with CM Punk. A triple threat showdown would actually make sense, however the match may suffer a lack of stakes. WWE has stated that Roman Reigns is injured due to Rollins' brutal double stomp at the Royal Rumble, so whatever the plans for WrestleMania are, it looks like Reigns and Rollins are set to collide in some capacity. But elsewhere, WWE are making Io Sky's WrestleMania journey complex, as she lost to Liv Morgan via DQ, meaning that she won't be competing at Elimination Chamber. WWE may deliver a last chance matchup, and Sky and Ripley are still heavily linked on TV, so fans are hoping that Sky versus Ripley is still the direction WWE takes for WrestleMania.
Okay.
There's also the X Factor of Drew McIntyre.
We didn't even see Drew at all.
He wasn't reportedly backstage. McIntyre versus Damian Priest is reportedly the plan for Mania. However, it's been reported that McIntyre is less than thrilled with this creative plan. McIntyre was firmly embedded in his quest to banish the bloodline, and him suddenly going after Damian Priest is a drastic pivot, despite Priest eliminating the former champion from the Royal Rumble match. Now,
that was just really random when Damian Priest eliminated Drew.
This Raw was the weakest
it made no sense, I don't know.
Launched on Netflix, and it's hard to disagree. Outside of Jey Uso's strong promo and a stellar main event, the show was just formulaic and lacked the focus and drive that the WrestleMania season really needs. What did you guys think of the Red Brand last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now, let's move on to the news.
Alright, here we go.
Our first story looks at CM Punk unhappy with WWE creative. Our top story today takes a look at a new interview from CM Punk, who's spoken about how he disagreed with WWE's choice to have Jey Uso win the 2025 Rumble. Punk was interviewed by ESPN yesterday, and Punk claims that John Cena should have won the annual matchup. The Rumble didn't go the way I would have booked it, so to speak. I would have had me and Cena as the last two guys, and I would have had Cena throw my ass over the top rope. At this stage, losing is so much more valuable than winning. I'm almost afraid of me winning everything I ever dreamed of, because what do I do then? Oh, it's interesting that Punk is speaking openly about this, as it was the exact final two that a lot of
fans you wanted to put Cena over.
With that being said, both Punk and Cena are set to feature in the Elimination Chamber, and it's entirely possible that they are the final two men in the matchup. Next up, the truth behind Roman Reigns' injury. Now, with WWE claiming that Roman Reigns is injured on Raw, this is firmly expected to be a kayfabe injury. Designed to sell the double stomp from Seth Rollins at the Royal Rumble.
He got curb stomped twice, one on the floor and then one on the freaking steel steps.
And he isn't advertised for the Elimination Chamber on March 1st. And the injury angle was likely implemented into the show to explain why Reigns isn't coming for revenge on Rollins. And it also furthers the issue between the two heading into WrestleMania. Is this a good call though at this moment? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Jey Uso claps back at haters. And the internet continues to question Jey Uso winning the 2025 Rumble, and Jey has finally had the opportunity to clap back and address his critics. Speaking on the Pat McAfee show, this is what main event Jey had to say, saying, "That's them, Uso. Like, that's them. That's your opinion. You don't strap my boots every week. You're not on the road like I am every week. All the bumps, all that sidestepping that nobody sees, all those flights and rental cars. We ain't traveling with security guards around me. I'm in the trenches like everybody else. I don't pay no mind to that, Uso. I don't need none of that. Focus right here. Uso tunnel vision. There's a lot of haters around Uso. They talk it because they can't walk it." Now, as you mentioned during the Raw recap, the reaction in the actual arenas is completely different to that online. So
yeah, that's very true.
To worry about.
Yeah, the backlash that Jay's getting, it's more like online than in the arena, because the arena, they were showing nothing but love. Not only that, they were freaking yeeting, and then when the song was over, they said, freaking rerun it. They wanted them to freaking rerun the freaking theme song again, and they did it. I think that was the first time I ever seen that, where they're like, all right, let's freaking rerun the theme, and then we're gonna freaking get lit. So that was awesome. But yeah, like Jey Uso's taking all this backlash very well, and you know, in my opinion, I feel like he deserves it. So I know not a lot of people would pick him as the winner, and I was very shocked that he won, but I'm very happy for Jey because all the hard work that he went through, freaking well deserved. So I'm very happy for Jey.
Next up, a WWE name receives backstage praise. Kevin Owens once again had a career-defining performance at the Royal Rumble, as Owens' ladder match against Cody Rhodes was hard-hitting, and Owens went the extra mile with the bumps to make the match more memorable.
Yeah, it was a crazy
even
match.
Suffering a pretty bad black eye. In the fallout of the match, PW Insider is reporting that the former Universal Champion has received a backstage praise for the match, and he was heavily involved in piecing the match together. Kevin Owens was receiving a lot of praise behind the scenes coming out of WWE Royal Rumble event, not for just the insane bumps he took during the ladder match with Cody Rhodes, but also for his part in putting the match together. We're told that Cody Rhodes and others involved in the planning were all praising Owens when giving compliments on the match, saying Owens deserved the credit. Okay. Hopefully Owens is rewarded with a significant program for WrestleMania 41, which looks to be a match against Sami Zayn. Next up, IShowSpeed Wrestling at WrestleMania 41.
Oh, brother.
The Speed Royal Rumble appearance got the world talking, and the spot with Swim speared into oblivion that went viral. According to PW Insider, WWE were extremely impressed with Speed and are hoping to use him at WrestleMania 41. When asked about IShowSpeed, we were told the company absolutely adored him and would love to have him involved down the line, possibly at WrestleMania. The company will be doing some merchandise for him in conjunction with his appearance. He was there to help get outside attention on the company and deliver that in an absolutely insane way. The Speed being involved in WrestleMania
the freaking picture
makes all the sense in the world, and hopefully WWE follow through on these plans.
If that's the case, then who is he gonna wrestle? Who is he has a chance to go against where Speed can actually win at WrestleMania? If not, we're just gonna get squashed. I don't know. I guess we just have to wait and see.
Next up, Hulk Hogan says he was booed because of this.
Alright, here we go with this.
Hulk Hogan addressed being booed on the Raw Netflix premiere, and according to the Hulkster during an appearance on yesterday's Pat McAfee show, he expected to be booed. Hogan would even claim that this was linked to him being a heel in WCW. Added, you have to realize the last time I ran hard in LA, I was a bad guy. I was Hollywood Hogan and riding dirty with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, spray painting people and crotch chopping everybody. Last time I was there, I was a heel. I think the politics had a lot to do with it. At the end of the day, we looked at it the next day because I had 11 billion impressions, and some of the big stars that were on the card that only had 3 billion. I don't want to name names. Doing the Air Cup taunt, give me some more. Hogan then proceeded to go all in on a political rant, which led to a tense and awkward atmosphere in the McAfee studio.
I bet.
I'm talking about the beer. We're in a relationship with WWE. They are my partner in this thing, and I had to be a good guy in LA. If this was for wrestling and they turned on me like that, I would have turned into Hollywood Hogan. You hate me for all I've done in the Make-A-Wish kids and all I've done for your kids? Guess what? I did it for the money. Since you want so much hatred coming your way, I hope you have a good time when Kamala Harris is your new governor and you're all standing in the soup line. Mic drop, see ya. I couldn't do that. I was ready to go after them. Hogan's next WWE appearance is unknown, but it's probably unlikely that his next appearance will see an improved reaction.
I don't think Hulk Hogan gets why the fans do not like him. It's most likely for all the racist remarks and allegations that happened to him. And, you know, from that point on, everyone just lost faith in him. And especially there's a lot of stories of other wrestlers giving their story of Hulk Hogan, of who he is as a person, how he's not really a well-liked guy in backstage. He's always thinking about himself and not other people or even the company. So all that stuff added up together. So that's the majority of the reason of why a lot of people don't like Hulk Hogan. And not only that, even when he was mentioning the politics, I don't even think this has anything to do with politics, because freaking Undertaker, he was heavily into the politics and everyone still loves the Undertaker. And with the Hulk Hogan situation, now he's trying to use that as a freaking thing where, oh, that's the reason why they booed me. That's not the reason. That freaking, there's many other reasons besides that. So Hulk Hogan doesn't get it, and I guess he'll never will.
Next up, WWE quietly releases a wrestler. Now you gotta expect that when wrestlers are not used on television, they're gonna be released. Such is the case with Duke Hudson. Sean Ross Sapp Fightful Select reports that Hudson is no longer with WWE as he was released in January. Hudson has not wrestled since an NXT house show in November, Now, according to The Observer, it was reportedly Triple H's decision to release him from his WWE contract, as he didn't see Duke as a main roster guy. Next up, The Rock furious with the WWE leak.
Alright, let's see what The Rock has to say. Very curious what he's mad about.
41. According to a new report from The Observer, The Rock was reportedly mad after it was leaked in late 2024 that he wouldn't be wrestling at WrestleMania 41.
Oh, it's
true. That The Rock and his
true.
agent Brad Slater told WWE at some point before Bad Blood that The Rock wouldn't be able to wrestle at WrestleMania. This naturally makes The Rock's appearance at the end of Bad Blood even more meaningless and baffling. And finally,
What? So the whole angle of The Rock not showing up of a leak, this is actually true? Wow. I did not know. I thought it was just like, because The Rock even freaking, shut it down. Like, oh, who's going to believe that rumor? And now freaking months later, I guess he's furious because I guess it was true. Did not know that. Wow. Okay, that's news to me.
another Royal Rumble spot botched. Our final story today takes a look at a report outlining a cancelled spot within the Royal Rumble match. Nia Jax dominated the Women's Royal Rumble, eliminating 9 women in total. However, according to Fightful Select, Jax was actually meant to eliminate even more competitors during the Women's Royal Rumble match, but something changed along the way. It looks like there were a lot of spots in both respective Rumbles that went wrong in some way. And the 2025 Rumbles definitely highlight how quickly things can go wrong in a Rumble matchup. But there you have it, folks. Have a look at the red brand, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below. I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.
Alright, that's it. So there's things I didn't know that I didn't know about the whole Rock situation. I didn't know he was mad that the leak came out about him. So, like I said, that was news to me. And dang, so we're not going to have The Rock at WrestleMania. That's very wild, because what was the point of him being at Bad Blood doing the 1, 2, 3 and then doing that to Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes? Like, that was just meaningless, I guess? I don't know. I guess we just have to wait and see as the closer we get to WrestleMania. But yeah, good wrestling video news. I cannot wait to see what else that he has to say. But if you guys enjoyed my reaction, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, post notifications, get all my videos up to date. See you guys in the next video, and peace.